Hey, what's going on, guys? Swanny here. Rise and shine. It's 6:30 in the morning here. I just thought I'd try to get a video out here before I get out of town for the weekend. My dad's coming down to Sacramento to visit my grandpa, so I thought I'd go up there and visit him since it's a short drive for me to go up there. But anyway, I did want to get a video out today before I headed out, so I'm up right now, and we're playing some Transport Fever. Last time I talked to you guys, we were building this oil train, and I must say it's doing pretty well, just like I imagined. We're doing well. You can obviously see we're back at 20 million now, and 22 million actually to be exact. Let's give it a pause for a sec. Let's kill this music. So yeah, so we're doing pretty well. I paid off that loan. If you guys remember, we loaned like I don't know, like it was close to I don't know, it was at least a couple million. I don't remember the exact number, but yeah, we definitely made some money back. This thing has definitely been paying itself off. If we look at the lines here, we just the fuel train alone is making almost $10 million a year, which is very, very crazy. And I'll show what else I did. So I got this line going. It's still not super productive yet, the Birmingham fuel train. It's only got one train on it right now. I also put a couple more trains on obviously on the oil train run, just to help the efficiency. I've also added more cars to each train. I think we're at like 13 cars per train now. And then also another thing I noticed was, oops, too much. Uh, when I started adding more trains, the trains would start to get stuck because you'd have one stopping at the station and the other one had to sit at the signal. So what I ended up doing was creating like a bypass section for trains traveling south to Miramar to go around the platform, and then trains coming back towards the oil, whatever, oil fields would go through the station and make their normal stop. So that's kind of helped out a little bit. But yeah, overall things are going pretty well. We had our bus stop, or our truck stop. Excuse me. We had our bus stop going into Miramar, delivering some fuel. And what I actually ended up doing as well to help increase the fuel output and overall just make some more money, I set up a run going from Miramar over to Santa Clara by truck. So we have lots of trucks going back and forth, and that's working out pretty well. You can see here that's making $1.28 million, so that's doing pretty well as well. And so you can just see everything's kind of working out all right. We got our fuel trucks going to Miramar making 1.4. Those are the ones that drop off fuel going to Santa Clara as well. Like I said, the oil train's making like 10. And then we have the fuel that we drop off in Jordan. There's just a short little shuttle that goes from the train station into town. That's just making 30K, and that's all right. I'm not really worried about that. I think maybe as time goes on, we start delivering more fuel, become more profitable. And we got the Birmingham fuel, and that's it's starting to get better. It was at negative like 2 million for a while, so we're making progress. I think as we start bringing in more oil and start producing more fuel, it'll end up start paying itself off. I mean, you can see the fuel starting to pile up. We've upgraded this a couple times. It's at 1600 now, and you can see it's already ready for another upgrade. The oil plant or the oil refinery, oil well, whatever you want to call it, is already kind of maxed out. I'm not sure if it goes above 3200. If you guys know that, let me know in the comments. I'm not sure if it goes above that. From what I've seen, I don't think it does. But anyway, so for today's project, I figure we gotta connect this down to this oil refinery so we can get some fuel into Miami. And I think it's time to set up our river run. I think what we're gonna end up doing is setting up ports here, kind of in bottom of Miami down here. We'll probably come up here, put one over by Fresno, and then we'll probably put one over by Columbia. The plan for this is to run fuel to Miami, Philadelphia, up to Fresno, up through Columbia, and then on the way back, we have this livestock farm right here. We're going to ship livestock back down to like Miami and bring it to this goods plant, which will then serve, Miami and West Jordan, Philadelphia, Fresno, and Columbia, and all that stuff like that. So it's going to be a kind of it should be a productive route. I think it will end up working out all right. And I'm going to go ahead and get to that. And I will get back to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start with this, set up this whole fuel route here. And I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Okay, so we got this fuel line set up. You can see oil's really starting to pile up over here now. We're at like 2,800, so we're making some good progress. Let's see here, how's everything else doing? Looks okay. I added another train to the fuel line. I think we're at 4 now. And we're doing all right. If you look at the lines now, you can see our Birmingham fuel is doing 860 now. So it's actually positive, like I thought it would. It just took a little bit. And now we're even up to like, where's that? At $15 million now on the oil train. This is the ones we just made. Obviously, the Miami oil. It's going to be negative for a little while. And then we have, let's see, we have our truck stop going from here into Miami. And that's going to start, once that starts to making a couple runs, it will start getting better. It's just going to take a little bit of time. It's still pretty fresh. But the money's coming in. I mean, we got money coming in regardless. I mean, you can see our income last year was like 60 million. So we're doing pretty good. But I think it's time to finally start on this project. It's going to take a little bit of time to figure everything out. I don't know if I'm going to make you guys sit through that. I'll probably just do a time lapse just to kind of speed things up a little bit. It's going to be it's going to be kind of a process figuring out how we're going to make all this work. But let me work on that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're all done. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec. Alrighty, guys. Well, that was interesting. That's the first time I've ever used anything with water in this game. It was kind of interesting having to figure everything out, how it all worked. I wasn't sure if I was missing something. So it took me a little bit to figure everything out. But I think we got a pretty good foundation set up here. So I haven't named all my lines yet. I'll have to get to that. But I'm definitely have to, excuse me, definitely have to add some more boats. I only have two going right now, one fuel, one goods, and they're pretty slow, so I'm definitely going to do that. But to show you guys kind of what I'm doing and how everything's working, so we got our fuel train over here. This truck stop's moving into Miami, and it's also bringing fuel up to this truck stop right here, which then goes to the port. That fuel will then go to Fresno and Colombia. You can also see that I've built a bridge going over the water, and that's going over to this goods manufacturing plant, which then has a truck stop. Obviously, you need one so it can make food, and that comes back over the bridge. It comes back to here to ship down to the river, and also goes into Miami as well. At some point, I need to extend this down to Philadelphia as well. It's pretty close. I'll probably do that here in a little bit. And then we also got our stop right here, and I don't really have any trucks running in here, but everything gets dropped off right here in Fresno. So that works out all right. And then we have our farm right here, which goes to here. It's kind of dumb. I don't know if this doesn't catch this over here, which is kind of annoying. So I have to build a truck stop from here to here. So I bring livestock and grain to here, which then goes to here, and that gets shipped back up the river. Let's see. Also, everything coming down here, fuel, goods, gets dropped off at the harbor, which gets dropped off at these truck stops, which then gets taken over the bridge into Colombia. And I have two different truck stops, one for the industry, one for commerce. And that pretty much is it. I have a feeling, I don't know if it's going to be the most profitable thing you can see here. I mean, it's only been a little bit. So, obviously stuff takes time, but I mean, you can see that none of these lines are going to be profitable probably for a while until everything over here gets going, because all the goods are coming from this side and being shipped down the river. And then obviously all the truck lines are going to have to, will be affected by how much stuff gets brought down here. So it's definitely going to need a lot more ships. I'm probably going to have to pretty much fill this whole river up, and so we can get stuff moving quicker. Oil stuff's still going strong. I'm not really sure why fuel's being brought up here. I've noticed that's a little interesting. Because I think what it wants to do is it wants to bring fuel to West Jordan via this right here, because it might be shorter. But I mean, I have stuff going right here for it as well, so I might have to let's see. I might have to make a separate train just to haul fuel between the two stops, because it's going to start piling up over here over time. But anyway, I think we got what we wanted to get done. I said there's just a couple of things I need to do, like do Philadelphia and stuff like that. And I'll probably end up playing it for a couple of years. Just kind of let it fast forward and do its thing until it kind of starts picking things up. Hopefully it does well. I'm really hoping it does. I mean, I feel like it should. I mean, we're not only removing fuel, which is super profitable, but we're moving goods as well, and it should have good demand. We're servicing a couple of cities. I think it might just take time and get some more ships and stuff like that. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about using time lapses to show the progression of building versus kind of building it with you guys. Tell me which one you guys like better. At least for the river section, I know I wanted to do one because it would have taken too long to do it if we did it together, because I didn't really know what to do exactly. I kind of had to figure it out as I went. But Yeah, I think we got a good little setup here. I'm gonna let it play for a little bit, see if we can make some more money on it. I'll get everything kind of organized and set up, and then I'll come back to you guys with the next episode. I think we're gonna try to do some passenger routes connecting, Miami over to this side of the map. We might even go from Santa Clara on this station and go up to like Pomona and Las Vegas and areas over here. So I'm not sure yet. I'll kind of take a look and see what we should do. But again, that's going to do it for me on this episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you guys liked it, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do that. It lets you know whenever I'm posting new videos. Check out the channel too. I got lots of other good content on there. Some train sim and some flight sim and all that good stuff. I'm also picking up Planet Coaster. I decided to go ahead and go through with that, so I'm gonna see about getting some gameplay from that on the channel as well when I get back. And other than that, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys probably early next week with another video. All right, take care.